I could do with something stronger.
The only spirit we got's surgical.
Feeling better?
I'm sorry about that, George. Till 3 days ago, still a guest of the Khmer Rouge, and I haven't stopped running since.
It was one hell of an arrival you staged. Why the big production number?
Well, it got you here in half an hour.
We are on the phone, you know.
Yeah, and I was a stowaway with no name, no official papers, no identity. That's just the sort of story no official mind is ever likely to grasp.
Well, give us the story, Colin. Starting with how you got out of Cambodia.
Raduk got me out.
Raduk? But he's KGB.
I was. Then China's top man. Also in the past tense. Now he wants to negotiate a new deal. With you.
What sort of a deal?
He wants a new identity and a lot of money. And he wants him fast, or he's a dead man, and he knows it.
What do we get?
You get a name. Name of a traitor. A double agent at the very top of Western intelligence. Codenamed Iron Sphinx.
And where is Raduk?
He's in London, I hope. We split up in Holland when Kodai got too close for comfort.
Where do you fit into all this, Colin?
Oh, I'm just his go-between. That's why he got me out of Cambodia. And that's why Moscow sent Igor Kodai after me.
Kodai? They're really giving you the star treatment.
Nothing but the best, George. He nearly got me in Amsterdam. It won't take him long to find me here.
About as long as it takes to read a shipping schedule. Come on, we'll get you out of here.
Turn is it?
Yours.
Yeah. You? Yeah, I feel as if I know that guy. If somebody spent 15 minutes trying to kill her, you do get that feeling. No, not Kodai. His driving instructor. Well, you wouldn't win many coconuts, would you, Kodai?
You moved in front of Carly. You're lucky I didn't blow your head off.
It's a mess, Raduk.
Recriminations are a luxury we don't have time for. Did they believe your story, Meredith?
Yes, I think so.
What is the first lesson an agent learns? If you've got a story, stick to it.
I'll stick to it. I'm not going back. It's too risky.
You must. We must all take risks until the job is done. And Cowley is dead.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Stevens. All quiet in the home front?
As the grave, sir.
Mr. Meredith?
He's not stirred, sir.
Good. Well, you better get some sleep yourself. I'll take over.
Sir?
Cowley.
I thought it was time we had a talk, Mr. Cowley. At a safe distance this time.
You're maybe thinking of the last wee chat we had.
I still have the scar. A constant reminder of how little your word is worth.
About as much as yours. You had a gun too, Kodai. I was just quicker.
Happily not quick enough.
Okay. Yes, right. I presume you haven't called me to reminisce about the past.
Indeed, no. I want to talk about the present and the future.
How far from Barrack Street are you?
About 5 minutes.
I'll keep him talking as long as I can.
Right.
I don't think we have much to talk about, Kodai, but I'm prepared to listen.
I want Radu.
I haven't got Radu.
But you can get him. At noon tomorrow at RAF Manly. You see, my information is comprehensive. I could, for instance, kill Meredith anytime I like. But Meredith is not important. Raduk is. You and I are opposite sides of the same coin, Cowley. But it is an old devalued coin. It belongs to a war which is over. Buy Raduk's information and you start that war again. Look to the future, Cowley. He's a traitor. He deserves his punishment.
I'm looking for a traitor too, Kodai. And if you don't...
I hate flashy drivers, don't you? I'd love a drink. You can get me some. I'll give you an IOU.
Gotta stick with you. There's a big bad wolf out there, you know.
Yeah, I noticed.
Meredith. Tomorrow after Cowley and Raduk do the business.
What?
Right, what?
I've got 2 years' pay to catch up on. And overseas allowances.
Gonna spend it here?
Well, where else?
What about the big bad wolf?
When Raduk's told Cowley what he doesn't want him to know, I cease to be an issue.
You seem to be quite a big issue now.
Well, I'll try not to get swollen-headed.
How come Kodai knew we'd broken Malinsky?
Who's Malinsky?
Well, he happens to be our source of Kodai's whereabouts. We went straight there, and yet Kodai knew we were coming.
Did he know?
Well, he knew to get out in a hurry.
Well, that's standard practice. We all do that, don't we?
Do we?
Of course.
You try and get some sleep.
Slip out and get me some scotch. I'll be fine.
You'll be fine if you sleep.
Subtlety never was your forte, was it, Kodai? You're going to learn to do things quietly.
How'd they know he was here?
Someone somewhere was waiting for a call from him.
I think I prefer Busby.
You led Kodai straight to Meredith.
We weren't followed.
Weren't you? Then how the hell did Kodai locate number 12 clairvoyance?
Could have been Meredith.
Meredith?
He did have a phone in his room.
There are times, Doyle, when you show remarkable intelligence. But this doesn't appear to be one of them.
He had a phone in his room here, too. Kodai had two at his place. Must have been Meredith.
Why would Meredith use the phone to summon his own executioner?
Perhaps he was just a poor judge of character. The fact remains, sir, there's no way we were followed.
Cowley.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cowley. I warned you. Now will you be sensible and give me Radu?
I'll make no deals with you, Kodai.
If you won't give me Radu, Cowley, I shall have to take him.
You can try, that's your privilege.
When you meet Radu tomorrow at Manly, I shall be there.
That should make for an interesting exchange of views.
Possibly, but strictly two-way. Raduk won't get the chance to utter a word.
Oh, Radek's on time.
So where's Kodai?
He's having a good long look, isn't he?
Bloody advertising, I call it.
I told you it would be a two-way conversation, Carly. What's in the briefcase?
What Raduk asked for. A brand new British passport and £200,000 in used notes. If I make a promise, I keep it.
When Raduk and I celebrate, our first toast will be to your probity, Carly. Now, throw me the case.
Back up a bit. There you go.
Nu, wat van een gladu. A kak nas od Cowley.
It's got to be the place. Cortlandt House. The lawn's big enough for Concord.
Und даже in Iranien.
Я быстро винову. Твой лаза.
Как ты попытался выстрелить Каули, ты выстрелил Мередит.
Я говорю, быстро винову. Я же видел, как он упал.
I'd do a deal with you, Cowley. The name you want, I'd still give it you.
I already know the name and the man. I worked with him for 20 years.
Then why didn't you arrest him?
Because he was working for us. He was always working for us.
I don't believe you, Cowley. You don't know who the man is.
Keep him talking.
Was, Raduk, was. The man is dead.
You're bluffing, Cowley.
I'm not.
How did you know about Meredith?
I didn't. Until he said you'd spoken to our man at a time when I knew that our man had been dead for a fortnight. I'd just been to his memorial service. Under the circumstances, it was hardly surprising that he couldn't help you.